Well, folks, these drivers got up. These drivers had to get up early this morning to get some practice in a cold and icy Road America. We are in the cheesehead state of Wisconsin. Yes, we are back in the United States. For the last 2 weeks of the regular season, also some big news from the CSKL officials. They have announced that they will for sure expand the championship race to 14 drivers instead of 12. 12 winners plus 2 in on points. And right now, if Braden Mills gets a top 10 here today, no matter what, he will clinch the regular season title if he gets the top 10. And now, folks, let's go trackside. Race fans, if you're able to, please rise and remove your hats for the playing of the Canadian National Anthem. Now, please remain standing for the playing of your national anthem. Folks, it's now time to meet where your favorite drivers are starting here from Road America. Starting in 31st, driving in the number 77, it's Nate Rao. Starting 30th, driving in the number 50, driving in the number 51, it's Leo Hiob. Starting in 29th, driving in the number 55, Grady Broughton. Starting in 28th, driving in the number 16, it's going to be Cam Rake. Starting in 27th, driving in the number 18, Bryce Pax. Starting in 26th, driving in the number 17, it's Penn Pearson. Driving in the 22, starting 25th, it's Nolan Farley. Hang on a second. Starting in 24th, driving in the number 38, it's Eli Jackson. Starting third in the number 14, it's Luke Clark. Starting 22nd, driving in the number 66, last week's winner, it's Quentin Sheff. Starting in 21st, driving in the number 63, the Brickyard 600 winner, Allie Brossman. Starting 20th, he's the regular season points leader, driving in the number 3, it's Braden Mills. Starting in 19th, her luck has not been on her side. Driving in the number 33, Riley Poindexter. Starting 18th, driving in the number 9, just like Riley Poindexter, his luck has not been good at all. It's Jacob Spencer. Starting in 17th, driving in the number 29, it's Boston Matthews. Starting 16th, driving in the Thunder Motorsports number 15, it's the legend himself, it's Nick Green. Starting in 15th, driving in the Shriner Motorsports number 74, it's Cohen Moore. Starting in 14th, driving in the number 83, it is Abshar Khan. Starting in 13th, driving in the number 1, at speed last week, at speed now, it's Austin Horner. Starting in 12th, driving in the number 21, it's Ryan Calloway. Starting 11th, she is a winner from earlier this year, driving in the number 27, it's Kinsey Arnett. Now it's time to meet your top 10 starters. Hang on a second. Starting in 10th, driving in the number 44, won the second race of the year, it's Drime Lomax. Starting in 9th, he won the third race of the year, driving in the number 70, Garrett Irwin. Starting in 8th, driving in the number 46, Kwabi Raider. Starting in 7th, driving the number 50, Aaliyah Dean. Starting in 6th, driving the 45, he was fast in Germany. He couldn't get it done over Carson Cole. And now he tries to win it here this afternoon. It's Cole Flick. Starting in 5th, the Daytona Road Course winner, the Daytona 4 Hours Road Course winner, and he is back once again. He has shown a lot of speed. Starting in 5th, driving in the number 47, it's Rodrigo Patino Romo. Starting 4th, He was a wrecking ball at Sonoma. Driving the number 11, it's Luke Dockery. Starting in third. Driving for the historic team, the Team Penske. Driving in the number 2, starting in third, it's Bryce Sabat. Starting in second, he is a former multi-time winner here in the Crazy Sports Good League, but not this season. In seasons past, he has been awesome, and a former champion himself as well. Driving in the 42, starting in second, it's Matthew Johnson. And now starting on the pole for the third week in a row, the speed has been there for the number 4. And this time, it's a rookie. And this time, she's making her debut. Driving in the number 4s and starting on the pole, it's Paige Soper. Folks, that's your starting lineup here from Road America. In years past, when it's been icy like this, we've seen chaos. Chaos will strike here in Road America. We are green in the United States once again, and we are green in Cheesehead country. Side by side for the lead. Look at this. Spots. Looks like he's going to clear for third. He does. Dockery trying to pass 2, but can't. How about the 4? Going back down low. Johnson takes the lead early. Paige Soper has other plans. Soper is back up front here in Road America. She takes the lead on lap 1. Let's see any passes that we should be keeping an eye on. How about the 15? Any position in front of the 3 would help his playoff spot out. Early afternoon racing here from Road America. Here comes Nick Green already passing the 74, trying to pass the 83, but can't. Jacob Spencer, side by side, right behind him with Riley Poindexter, and that is for 18th. Poindexter gets a spot. Mills trying to move through the field, but it is Paige Soper who leads here in who leads here in Road America. Soper. Now through the kink. Here comes the 42. The kink will cause a lot of chaos today. Johnson to the top. Wants the lead. And side by side on lap 1. And Johnson will have the lead, but here comes Soper right on the bottom. Paige Soper has never raced before. She's about to lead her first career lap through turn 14. Or should I say the Nick Green corner. They named it after Nick Green himself. He runs in 15th. Right now, it is the number 4 who leads it. About side by side behind them, Soper leads that lap. And how about the 83 going after the 1? Back down turn 1. Here comes the 42, looking for a run, but couldn't make it happen. Corner on the inside. Colin on the outside. Can't make a pass. Johnson still can't make a pass on Soper. And here we go. Here from Road America. 25 laps in this one. And we will see mandatory pit stops. Everybody, once again, has to pit at least once today. That's the rule in every race. How about next week? We're going to New York. We're going to Watkins Glen International. And let's see, does Pat Green Motorsports and Paige Soper have the best pit strategy here this afternoon to win the race? That's a good question. The cash now, number 4, continues to lead here from Road America, as we are expecting rookie Jackson Hartman to drive the 4 from Watkins Glen. Soper leads on lap 2 over Johnson and Savant. And about Dockery and Patino Romo right behind. Here comes Johnson around the inside. Through the kink. Good run by Johnson. Now here comes Savant. He wants to make it 3 wide. He's not going to be able to. It's side by side still for the lead. And we have a new leader here in Road America. It's one of the previous champions. Matthew Johnson takes the lead away. And he's been non-existent all year long. And to potentially get a win here this afternoon would be spectacular for him. Johnson crosses the line. He leads his first lap of the weekend. But here comes Soper. Still 3/10 right behind the 42. Down turn 1. And also, I remember in recent history here, we have seen one of the best drivers, Ray Green, get turned out of turn number 1. And here we go. Here comes a 42. Johnson leads over Soper and Savant. Paige Soper looking for that first career win in her first career start. Take a look at the number 1, Austin Horner. He was quickest in early morning practice, and we had heavy snow in the area earlier this morning, and that's why it is so snowy out right now. But what a beautiful day, beautiful sunny afternoon from Road America. Beautiful snow on the grass and trees here in Wisconsin. Now here we go. Here comes the 4. Great run by the 4 of Soper. And remember, if anybody gets too good of a run through the kink, man, that will hurt them. Here comes the 4 down on the inside. Side by side for the lead, and Soper wants the lead back. But Johnson's still around the top, and it's Soper who is going to retake the lead in Road America. Through the Nick Green corner, turn 14. Paige Soper is going to lead her 3rd lap of the afternoon here from Road America. Her 3rd lap led here this afternoon. And she's already leading on wide laps. Now 4 has some speed in it. Here we go. Soper on the outside, and look at the 42 trying to take the lead, but he couldn't that time. Soper continues to lead here in Road America. Coming up on lap 6 or 7, we will see a short break. Why? It's 25 laps. It's a big track. I don't want to be commentating for that long. But yeah, how about the 4? Paige Soper leads here from Road America. And she was also kind enough after practice to say, hey, you can ride along with me like in the race and qualify me if you want. She has had the Visor came around, goes Johnson. Matthew Johnson goes around. And he gets way too chaotic. He gets way too aggressive. And that is what we call aggressive goes around. And it is still the 4 who leads here in Road America. Even the best drivers make a mistake. Too aggressive on the ice. And Johnson is in 7th. He was battling for the lead, and now it's going to be Bryce Amons who's going to be battling for the lead. This is her 4th lap win. It's the rookie Paige Soper. Through turn 1. You know what? Let's ride along with the 4. She has visor cam, and you will be able to see the 2 right behind her. You can see it. They have a line that they are running. Car on pit road. Car on pit road. It's Grady Broughton. Looks like that the 51 was also caught up in some sort of an accident. Looks like that the 4 is going to keep the lead here on lap number 5. Now coming to the Green Bay Packers carousel. Here comes a 2. Now, folks, coming to the Speedville Green Bay Packers carousel. On the carousel now, the flat, not the fat, but the flat, long corner. Everybody calls it carousel. Now here comes Spots. He is careful through the kink. And that is one of the ways to win here if you are careful and is not too aggressive. The 4, aggressive cutoff on the 2. Paige Soper. And may I remind you here, she is a first-time driver. She's never raced before. She's even said that she's never raced on iRacing. 20 laps of racing left. And now look at this. We have a battle for the lead. Here comes the 2 to the inside. Not gonna happen. And it's gonna be Dockery looking for 2nd, but he can't take it away. Savant hangs on to 2nd. Here comes Flick. The 47 gets sideways. Here comes Dean. She wants 5th. Johnson gets around Aaliyah Dean after Dean gets off the racetrack. Chaos on lap 6. Here comes Garrett Irwin around the 46. Now he wants a spot over the 50. Look at Lomax as well. Irwin, he's going to get passed by the 46. As it looks like the 4 will keep the lead. Right behind Austin Horner is Nick Green. Folks, remember, if the 3 gets a top 10 finish here this afternoon, he will walk himself into the championship race on points with the regular season championship. If not, then we will have to look at the points entering next week. Here comes Savants through the kink. Great run by Bryce Savants. He's been wanting a victory for a long, long time now. To the inside. Savants, new leader. Bryce Savant takes the lead and is pulling away in the number 2. And here's something interesting too. He recently broke his arm. He recently broke his arm in a non-racing accident. He was skiing As he stayed in America when he was not racing, he broke his arm, he has a cast, he is racing with one hand. And he is racing with one hand, and that he is keeping a steady wheel. Bryce Savant leads it here. No, Savant broke his hand, not arm, but he is still steering the car with one hand. Steering the car with one hand and shifting with that same hand as well. And that is crazy. Here comes the 4. The 4 still cannot take the lead through that corner. They are trying to create a dry line. They are trying to create a warm line on the racetrack. Cars going down pit road once again. Ben Pearson is on pit road. And here comes a 55. Brady Broughton runs in last. Through the carousel. Now Paige Soper has to be careful. Let's ride along with her, and this is why we have the roof cam. This is why we have the visor cam. Why? Because we get to see what she does inside of her car. Great run through the kink is not too aggressive. Now she wants to lead. She slides just a bit. She goes low. Looking for an easy pass. She gets the easy pass. And it's Paige Soper who's going to continue to lead. And here we go, folks, across the line. Soper, she continues to lead here in Road America on lap 8 of 25. I'm ready for a short commercial break, and I know that you guys might be too. And because of that, we will be riding along with the number 11. We will be right along with the 11. He has the roof cam. About just a few more laps to go here from Road America. And right now, folks, we are in the best position to see a first-time winner, potentially. How about Nolan Farley leading on lap 17? Paige Soper, horrible pit stop in the 4. Way behind in the order. Oh my gosh. You has to be kidding me. It looks like that he is going to clinch a championship spot because he is racing in the top 10, but only by 2 points over Nick Green. As of right now, Braden Mills coming into this race with a 30-point lead over Nick Green. Looks like is about to get a top 10 position here from Road America to extend his points lead, or maybe have it stay the same. As we know for a fact that Braden Mills has a chance to clinch the regular season title. Now, folks, it's a 3-second lead from Savants to Dockery. Then it's a 5-second gap from Dockery to Lomax and Green. Green goes low, back to the top. Green is getting chaotic. Tried to take his spot away, but couldn't. And Bryce Savants wants the lead here, once again, here from Road America. I thought it was going to be that number 4 winning the race, but not today. Paige Soper, we know that she will be back next year, but we don't know if she's racing full-time or part-time. Looks like that pit strategies is not the right thing for the 4. 2-second gap from the lead to second on lap 18 of 25. Laps are winding down. Luke Dockery has a chance to win it. Right now it's Bryce Savant who leads it. And we still could see major upsets. We could see some major crashes. So guys, don't even count out with the 4. Although she's 17 seconds back, she can still win it. But how about the car in 6? Braden Mills. He is hearing on his radio right now, even if he gets a top 10, he will not clinch the championship race. He will not be clinching the regular season championship because of Nick Green being in 4th. Here is the 2. He leads and the 11 is right behind. The gap has closed. The gap is closing. Now here we go, folks. And these cars can close in. How about Abshar Khan in position to get a top 10 finish here from Road America? Same as that 38 of Eli Jackson. He was nowhere near position to get a top 10. Through the final corners, the gap to second has closed. It's a 7/10 of a second lead. It's only the top 2 battling, and if the top 2 get into trouble or something, do not count out the 44. and he is closing the gap. So even if the 11 wrecks, see, there's only 25 laps, and this is lap 19 on the big track. Prime Lomax can close the gap if he stays in front of the cars that he is racing against right now. And if that's the case, if Dockery or Savant's wrecks, we could see the 44 of Jerome Lomax potentially be a multi-time winner and will force 3 drivers to force 3 drivers to make the playoffs on points. And the gap from third to the lead has closed just a bit. You can see it, it's now under 4 seconds. About to be under 3 seconds. And it's only lap 19. Here comes Dockery. Through the kink, he gets sideways. He is being aggressive on lap 19 of 25. To the bottom, Dockery wants the lead, but he's not going to be able to take it. And folks, don't look now, but here comes Jerome Lomax and Nick Green. Just 2 seconds back in closing. And now, when they cross the line, this time by, they will be getting 6 laps to go. Across the line, it's 6 laps of racing left. And folks, Jerome Lomax's 2-win season might happen if there is enough chaos. Jerome Lomax and Nick Green are closing in. It would be something to see Nick Green win. If he wins, Green Mills will win the regular season championship no matter what. Mills knows that if Green wins or finishes if Nick Green wins is outside of the top 10, then Braden Mills himself will walk himself into the championship race and win the regular season championship. And the regular season champion really doesn't do anything too special unlike the regular champion. And now, folks, we have a race for the win. It's not just a 1-2 battle. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 place battle for the win. The top 6 all running together. And if the 11 wrecks, the 44 can take second. Here comes Dockery. Great run by Dockery. He slides once again. He does not need to get too aggressive. The 15 going low on the 44. He wants third. But with Dockery, he's going to take the lead away for the 2. Braden Mills needs to be excited right now. Why? He is watching the 44 in front of the 15. And why is the 3 excited? Well, if the 44 wins, then he could lock himself in. 5 laps remaining. Braden Mills only needs Nick Green to win or to finish below the top 10 to win the regular season championship here this week in Road America. If not, they will go to Watkins Glen next week. And if Braden Mills is not racing, and if Nick Green finishes 4th, no, not 4th, if Nick Green finishes in the top 10, the Green will win the regular season championship. And that's an if they are both racing. If they're not both. But if they're both not racing, folks, Braden Mills once the green flag drops, will automatically win regular season championship. But we should expect at least one of them to be racing next week. And if Mills is racing and Green is not, Mills still locks himself in. Here we go, folks. Here comes the 2. Savant is being aggressive with 5 laps to go. And folks, don't look now, but here comes the 83. Well, Austin Horner getting around the 4 of Paige Silver. Here we go. Through the kink. Sideways goes the 2. Savant getting really aggressive here from Road America. And that's going to bring the 44 right along with them. Savant, he's going to take the lead back away. Coming to 4 laps of racing left. It's about to be maybe another top 10 finish for the number 3 of Braden Mills. But right now, it might be a win for the number or it might be a win for the number 2. Well, I know that there's a lot of Luke Dockery fans here, and Luke Dockery has been hungry all season long. Actually, Dockery was not a wrecking ball in Sonoma, but he was a wrecking ball in the Brickyard 600. You saw him trying his best to win the race. Earlier, he led some laps. And he tried to wreck people, but it didn't work. Dockery in second right now. And Dockery even wrecked Allie Blossman, who was leading, trying to end her chances of getting the win, but Blossman saved it. 7th and 8th are now within striking distance of the 2. The pack is forming, and that is interesting indeed. It is the 2 who leads here from Road America. And now they are coming to the kink. The 11, though, not far back enough to be as aggressive as he needs to be, but now he can. Great run by Dockery. Down to the inside. Side by side for the lead. They're going to be remaining side by side. The 2 gets slowed just a bit, and the 11 is pulling away, coming to 3 laps of racing left here in Road America. Through turn 14. Coming to the start finish line. 3 laps of racing left here in Road America. And we saw what happened in Germany just a couple weeks ago. That could happen here. The 2 tries to be aggressive, tries to go low below the 11 on turn 1, but couldn't take the lead. Dockery continues to lead. And here we go, folks. Bryce Savant through this corner, trying to make it side by side. He does. Side by side for the lead. But Dockery gets the run, and it's a good run. Here comes Lomax. Not what Savant fans wanted to see. Hope in the eyes of the 44, take it away. Lomax tried to take second away. If he had cleared Bryce Savant, folks, that would have been chaos. Now Savants, 4/10 back, and has the potential to wreck if he gets too aggressive here in the kink. Through the corner. He gets sideways, but will not go around. He is saving the car. And the one thing that Nick Green has to be happy about is that the 3 got past. Braden Mills gets past. And how about this? It's a top 10 right now for the 1. And maybe a top 10 finish for the 4. Through the final corner, chaos will still happen here in Road America. 2 laps to go in Cheesehead Country, the land of the Green Bay Packers in Wisconsin. Luke Dockery looking for career win number 1 in the 11. And this would be a very good win indeed for the 11. Now here we go, down to the inside. Here comes a 2. A 2 trying to stay in front of the 44 in second. If the 2 gets too chaotic this lap, he could end his chances of winning. But if it happens next lap and he wrecks on the kink, folks, that could lock in the 11 into the playoffs, into the championship race. Remember, every winner locks themselves into the championship race unless they already won. Here comes Savants. He's coming to the kink with a high head of steam. Dre run by the 2. He gets way off the racetrack. Here comes Dry Lomax. Lomax goes around the top. He takes second. Contact made. Lomax takes second. Dry Lomax with a head of steam, and Braden Mills has to be smiling as he is hearing that we might see a multi-time winner. Or are we going to see a last lap pass? Folks, Dry Lomax has some speed and looks for the win. White flag is in the air. One more time around Road America. Was I expecting to see Dry Lomax in position to get the win? No, I was not. Was I expecting Dockery or Savants to be battling it out? No, I was not. And was I expecting Cohen Moore to be in the top 5? No, I was not. Top 10 for Paige Soper in her first career race. She sits in 10th. It's been a chaotic race indeed. Lomax knows that there is only a few more sections of the racetrack that he can get the win. Here comes a 44. He slides. He wants the lead. But he can't take it away. Now the 2 wants second, and he can't take second away. And the 44 is still in striking distance of the 11. Dockery trying to run a perfect last lap here from Road America. All he wants to see is trouble behind him with the 44 wrecking. If that happens, Dockery will have smooth sailing. If not, the 44 will be in prime position to get to victory lane. Lomax to the outside. He goes to the inside. He is fast. Dry Lomax slides. Going to the bottom. looking for win number 2 on the year. It's side by side. Last lap pass here in Road America, but it's still side by side. Lomax will clear out of nowhere, out of turn 14. The first multi-time winner out of turn 14 up the hill. Jerime Lomax, win number 2 this season. He pulls off the upset here in Road America. What a finish, and Braden Mills has officially locked himself into the championship race with that multi-time winner. Jerime Lomax somehow in some way gets it done. What a finish, and we see a top 8 finish for Austin Horner, and in her first career start top 10 for Paige Soper. Jerime Lomax was nowhere near the conversation of drivers to win, and yet he still wins it. And did he have the lead coming out of the pit road? No, he did not. He was way behind in third. And yet, all the battling for the lead caused him to take second, and now he takes the lead. Jerime Lomax takes the win here in Road America.